So, what if you could build a multi-million-dollar company without a single employee? I mean, really think about that. That's the huge question at the heart of what we're breaking down today. We're looking at this fundamental choice that pretty much every founder now has to face. Do you stick with the traditional human-led team, or do you go down a brand new path with a team of AI agents? At the end of the day, it really boils down to this simple question: this or that? It looks easy on the surface, right? But this one decision, this single fork in the road, can literally define everything about your new company, from its culture and costs all the way to its chances of success. So let's actually look at these two paths. On one side, you have what feels like the future: a single founder, basically a one-person show, but armed with a powerful team of AI agents. And on the other side, you've got the path we all know: raise a bunch of money to go out and build a human team. And look, these aren't just different strategies. They're completely different philosophies on how you even build a business in the first place. All right, first up, let's talk about the path that's been the gold standard for, well, decades. This is Path A, the traditional playbook. You know, this route is about so much more than just building your product. As a founder, you're almost immediately pulled into this whirlwind of human logistics. You're constantly fundraising, you're trying to recruit top talent, you're navigating payroll and benefits, and you're dealing with the messy, complex world of HR and team management. It's a massive drain on your time and energy. But what if you could just skip all that? That question brings us to this radical new challenger, Path B, the AI agent alternative. This is a world where technology isn't just a tool you use, it's your entire team. The idea here is honestly kind of revolutionary. Just imagine this for a second. Instead of spending months and months hunting for a chief operating officer or a head of marketing, you just deploy a specialized AI agent for each one of those roles. These agents literally become your executive team, automating all those core business functions and giving a single founder the power of a much, much larger company. So, okay, we've got two very different playbooks on the table. How did they actually stack up when you put them side by side? Well, it's time for the head-to-head breakdown. And this is where it gets really, really interesting. Just look at the difference across these three key areas: management, operations, and cost. We're not talking about a small difference here. These two approaches are polar opposites. Let's dig into that. So let's start with management. A human team, just by its very nature, needs supervision, right? It needs meetings, HR support, all that emotional energy. It's like a constant tax on a founder's focus. But with an AI agent team, the argument is that all of that overhead just vanishes. Gone. It becomes zero. The system is literally built to manage itself. Now look at the operations side. Your human team works standard business hours, maybe 40 hours a week if you're lucky. Your AI team, on the other hand, it just works. It's on around the clock, 24/7. No breaks, no holidays. The potential for continuous, non-stop productivity is just off the charts. Okay, zero management, 24/7 operations, that all sounds amazing. But you know what it always comes down to for any founder? The one thing that keeps the lights on? Cash. So what does all of this actually mean for the bottom line? Well, according to the source material, the monthly cost for a small, traditional team, when you factor in salaries, benefits, office space, is about $15,000. That's 15 grand every single month. For most new companies, that is a massive burn rate that puts this incredible pressure on the business right from day one. Now, let's look at the AI agent path. The monthly cost? $99. Seriously, just let that sink in for a second. Not 15,000, 99. This isn't just a small cost saving. This is a completely different financial reality for a startup. It changes the entire game. So, when you're faced with numbers like these, what on earth do you do? Let's see which path the founder behind this analysis ultimately chose for their own company. The founder's reasoning, as you can see, was brutally simple and logical. I chose AI agents for zero payroll, zero overhead, and 24/7 operations. The decision was driven entirely by efficiency and that just jaw-dropping cost difference. It was a choice about pure, unadulterated resource optimization. But look, this isn't just one founder's story. This whole comparison represents a massive shift in how businesses can be built from the ground up. And that brings the decision right back to you, the entrepreneur, the builder, the innovator, thinking about what's coming next. So really think about it. What's the fundamental trade-off here? The familiar challenges of human connection versus the cold, hard efficiency of automation. the high burn rate of salaries versus the tiny overhead of software. Which one of those paths lines up with your vision? What would you choose? Because the old playbook for building a company is officially being rewritten, and this choice is one that every single founder, starting today, is going to have to make.